Yes, I'm supposed to be starting my Christmas gifts, but it's TXT comeback time, and one of you guys asked me to make a sanctuary themed crochet video, and I was like, okay, I guess I have to now. And I really want to make a bunch of the lover concept themed things. I'm gonna start with a hat because I was supposed to do 100 hats and I didn't, and technically my arm is still not 100% better, but I've been doing exercises. I don't know when it's gonna get better. I'm just gonna chill, take lots of breaks. If it starts hurting worse, I'm gonna stop. But I'll spend the weekend doing this, and then I'll move on, and then I'll start maybe my Christmas gifts. We'll see. We'll see. I have here a little grid that I made with the word love because I'm going to use Yeonjun's photo where he's drinking a juice box. This is like love, cold press, blah 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 blah. And I'm gonna make that into a hat. I'm going to do the love as a grid, but then obviously like the cold press, blah blah blah. It's like even at this size, which is way too big, it's not, you cannot tell what this says. That says cold right there. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm gonna leave this part blank, and I'm going to, what do you call it? Surface crochet the cold pressed made with love like thing. It's not gonna look good, I don't think, because I don't have much practice at surface crochet, but it should be okay. And I have this yarn, which I think is the perfect color. It's a nice bright red. And then obviously I have white here somewhere too. We're good. I'm going to do single crochet. I made this, how many? 31 stitches wide. So I'm going to use a smaller hook and hope for the best. Whereas I was just crocheting with a smaller hook yesterday. I don't know where the hook went. Here it is. What is this? Oh, this is 5. I'm gonna get a smaller hook. Okay, I'm gonna use a 4 and hopefully that's small enough because I don't wanna go smaller because it'll just be annoying to use. Where the freak is the, hello? What the heck? This is gonna be a mess, first of all. I'm watching the Human Theater right now. 31 chain is only a little bit past the 9 inches, so I'm going to add 2 more rows on either end of the love, which I think will look better anyway, because if it wraps around the head too much, it'll probably look kind of weird, or maybe not. I don't know. Should I? I shall. Okay, the chain is now 36 chains, and it's about 10.5 inches. I feel like that should be good. Now I'm just gonna do a bunch of rows of single crochet. It's a cat hat, and I want it to have like the flipped over part, so it's gonna be quite a while before I get to this love thing, which is nice because then I cannot think and I can watch TXT beautifulness. So I almost finished the hat yesterday. I think it's gonna be too small. Hello? Also, I got lazy and started doing double crochet in the back. Also I ran out of this yarn, which sucks because this is the exact color that's in all the things, and now I have to use this more dull red for all of the things. Sadness. Now before I sew up like the sides of it, I don't know, because it'd be easier to do the surface crochet with it apart so that I'm not accidentally going through both sides and having to redo it all. But at the same time, I would like to stitch it up the side to know how much I'm going to be doing this so that I know where to start. But I don't know. My elbow, it wasn't exactly hurting, but it's starting to like burn. Like it gets hot feeling whenever I'm doing anything with it. And it's like it's 4 o'clock today. I haven't crocheted at all. This is all from last night when I spread this out quite far because I didn't want to sit and do even like 10 minutes in a row because I knew it would mess up my elbow again. So I literally was playing Fallout, and like during the loading screens, because my Xbox is really slow, I would just like do like a half a row or a row. That way it was able to like spread it out without wrecking my elbow again. And I think that was pretty smart, if I do say so myself. Now, to give my elbow a break because it hurts today because I was editing. It hurts when I edit because I'm doing stuff with my hands. I really wish I was ambidextrous at this point, but today I decided to do a punch needle. It's going to be in the background of the videos. There's some signs. This is in the background of beomgyu's picture here. It's also in the background of someone who guys, but it says our sanctuary, and it has like a little heart with an arrow through it. So I have my thing all prepped already. I just have like, it's a frame for my canvas that I took off the canvas from, and then I put my monk's cloth over it using tacks, pulled it as tight as Not as tight as possible, but as tight as I could be bothered to put it. One of my tacks broke and I left it on the floor here and I said I wouldn't forget about it, but here we are. Usually I would project onto the thing, the picture of it, but this projector, my last one died, is not as, well, no, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I don't have a picture of this thing. Like, this is my only picture of it and it's very blurry, as you've seen earlier. So I'm thinking, should I just draw it? I am not the greatest drawer, and by not greatest drawer, I mean I'm very bad at drawing. And the writing, I'm not gonna write it either. Oh, my mother constantly insults my writing. Maybe I should do a heart record instead and then be like Sanctuary. But then you wouldn't know that it's a record, it would just be a heart. I like this sign and it's gonna be like this way. I'll do it. I don't have a big ruler or like any ruler, I think. So I'm just gonna use this box as my ruler. I have a, what do you call this? Like a fabric pen that is washable, but like it doesn't matter because this, you won't see any of the marks after. So first of all, I'm gonna do my lines around the outside. There's a very thin of red, but I have to make sure that I make my first line where I can actually punch and not in the wood, because I think I've done that before. Not very smart. Oh, it's so difficult getting this. Stay in the right spot. Move slowly. I just made 3 lines all the way around. Are they even? I don't want to talk about it. And then I colored in this line, which is going to be the white line. I know that that may confuse me later because you think that the colored in is not white because this is white, but the main color is red. So anything that's not colored in is going to be red and the colored in is going to be white. So hopefully that works. Wish me luck on the freaking words, and especially the freaking heart, because there is no freaking way that I can do this. There's my hour. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. Let's be honest, I don't think I can fit Sanctuary in here. I am making lines across here so I can know kind of in general where I want it to go, so I can like leave space for things. And for the R, I started with the U so that I knew it would be in the center. It didn't end up being in the center, but that's beside the point. I'm gonna try to do the same as Sanctuary, so I'll do like the C and the T first, but no promises to myself because how is that gonna fit in there? And it's supposed to be the same size font, so this should have been smaller, I think. Let's not be perfectionists today. Today is not the day. Do you think anyone will notice if there's no N? I did the T, and then I did the Y and the S, and then I like was trying to fill them in as I went, and there's no room left for the N. Really, there was no room left for the C. If I made the C like this, it wouldn't be as obvious. It's almost perfect. I wish this was computerized. I could just be like bloop, 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 and then I would have space. Make this a little bigger. Gonna get a different color. Fix this, hopefully. Yeah, I think I realized the point of having the fabric marker. Sharpies like bleed all over the place. This looks like freaking graffiti now. And I still didn't have enough space for the N, and I feel like I'm getting high off of fumes from the freaking, oof, it's so strong. But that looks okay. I'm worried like the N is not defined enough. I don't think I'm gonna be able to tell what it says because punch needling is not that defined, you know? So I don't know if there's any point in making this now. Still gonna. I just realized that I forgot something very important. That when you do punch needling, you work through here, so then it comes through here. So you have to do your words backwards. What I could do is unpin all this and then pin it back on the opposite way because you can see through it and work that way. Or what if I just work this way? Because does it really matter? Doop, 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 doop. I guess not. Well, this looks neater. I could do that. Or I could just do it on this side and then keep this side like this. It would look neater and you'd probably be able to read it a bit better. These fumes, dude, I don't know. This is one of the like good hooks. This is Laver, one of the ones people like recommend. I got it because the ones I got from Amazon, I was having issues with them quite a bit. It just wasn't working properly. And then I got this and still having issues. So it must just be me, not the hook. I'm not gonna blame my tools anymore. I want this to be on the lowest setting, and I don't remember how to change the settings on this because there's no point in wasting yarn if I'm just using it as like embroidery on the one side. But whenever I do the shortest one, it never stays in. I keep my yarn loose, okay? So don't tell me to keep it loose. It's loose. And it just pulls it out again every time. But we'll try one more time. It's been a while since I've done punch needling. If my elbow starts hurting, I'm gonna try to do it with my left hand. See, I don't know. I'm getting better with my left. Like this feels almost natural because I've been latch hooking with my left hand. But this is something I've done before with my right hand, so it might be harder. I don't know. We'll see. It is almost 5:30. Oh no, it's almost 5 and I have not once turned on YouTube yet. I was about to, but then I went to help make supper. And then, excuse me, I don't know. This is crazy. This is probably the longest I've gone without watching anything because I've had a busy day today. Okay, I've been doing some things. Ugh. I don't know if I'm looking forward to this or not. It's been a while. I don't even remember how to thread this, to be quite honest. Probably a struggle. We will see. We do what? We put this, I have no idea. I think we put this through this end, right? And then once it's out the other side, we put the yarn through and then we pull it through like here. Okay, and then we pull it through the little hole. You know what? I remember things. This is good. We're doing good things. Ta-da! Right? Right. And this tail gets pulled through. Yes. Yes, we are doing the right thing because then this goes through here. Holy goodness. Is this the right material? Is this not monk's cloth? Oh, that took a lot. I don't know if this is monk's cloth. What is this? You know what? Maybe this is the linen that I got for embroidery. Do I have to start all over? I was like, I'm being so productive. I got through this so fast and I'm like doing things. Nope. Guess again. Oh my gosh. This is not monk's cloth. This is not monk's cloth. That just left a huge hole. I'm laughing, but I'm crying inside. And when I brought this out too, I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect because this is almost exactly the right size that I need. Starting over. And we're back to where we started. I should have known it wasn't monk's cloth because this cloth is super freaking messy and that's what this is. It's not as good as the last one, but my fingers are tired. Is it better? No. Is it worse? Maybe. I can't write backwards, so I just did the exact same thing and now I'm just gonna embroider it. So it's very messy. I can't do it evenly, so I'm just gonna say that I'm going for like a nice messy homemade look. And that's what this is. I hope that the other side doesn't turn out better because then I'm gonna have to put up like backwards words on my wall and that's gonna be weird. I am so done with my stupid elbow. I could cry. I finished this much yesterday and it's so sad, like the amount that I have to do. Look how much this is in order to get this covered properly because I don't want any holes. Look at that. There's a hole. Unacceptable. And I got this far before because I was like, oh, this is great. This is great. It must be a different movement that's not bothering my elbow, but it started hurting when I got to the end of this. And it hurts this morning and I think it was fine when I woke up. So I think it's because I've been editing so much and that's repetitive. So I'm now gonna have to edit with my left hand. I'm gonna do this with my left hand and everything's going to take 3 times as long, if not more. Should I start crocheting with my left hand? I'm just gonna be the ambidextrous crocheter because I crochet too much and it hurts me. And all of you guys keep commenting about how you've been injured before and that it takes months to get better. I can't not crochet for months. I mean, I can, obviously, technically, but I'm already upset without being able to crochet for like, what's it been, like a week? I've snuck in some crochet. I crocheted that hat. I also crocheted a heart last night, and then I didn't know what to do with it because it started looking less like a heart. And I didn't want to waste what little crochet I have in my arm on doing something that I would maybe frog anyway. I'm so done. I'm so done. Literally everything. I can't do anything with my right arm. Also, I cannot, look at this. I can't watch anything while I do this. The only craft that I can do while watching things is crochet, and apparently I'm not allowed to do that anymore. I would go to a physiotherapist, but I don't want to spend money on that. I don't have money to spend on that. So what is a person to do? This is as far as I've gotten. And like, I worked on this for at least like, what, 2-3 hours? I'm so done. I use my left hand, which was completely fine. Like, it's super easy to learn because this is a super easy to learn skill. You're literally just punching things in and out. And it's actually neater than my other stuff, which is interesting to say the least, but I got tired of it. If this was just punch needling, like I was like, I don't like punch needling anymore, but if this was just punch needling, I wouldn't be doing that much because look how freaking thick this is. I would not be making it that thick. It would not be necessary. But since I can't have any holes on this side, that's kind of what I need to do. So I don't like embroidering with punch needles if I have to fill something in, or in general, because I can't do it neatly. So since I did this with my left hand, I was like, I could totally learn how to crochet with my left hand. And then the thing is, obviously it's gonna take a lot longer and it might not even help me because I have to hold the tensioning, I have to tension with this hand. But if I'm just holding it like still, it should be fine. And yeah, it might take me like a bajillion hours to learn how to do this. But if it takes me a bajillion hours to heal my arm, then what's the difference? The difference is I would get more done with using my left hand than using no hands at all. Also, I'm remaking my heart because I was gonna do this, but I wanted to use it. I wanted to make a cushion, like Taehyun's cushions, the little pillow things in his photo, but and also there's a big hole in this, so like, I was gonna stitch over it, but and this is like losing its little thing as we go further. Also, it's too holy to be a cushion unless I am going to sew my own like little cushion, stuff that, and then put that in, and I'm not doing that. Even if I had like red material or something to use, I don't even have white material or black. I have no neutral colors. I even picked up my hook in my right hand. Here we go. I'm gonna just look up a tutorial. I followed a tutorial to do this. So I'm just gonna follow a tutorial to do. I seen ones that were just like, just stitching back and forth, and they looked very heart-like. So I will try that. But I do want to do like a chunk. I can't show you right now because, oh no, I can. Ha ha ha. You see how Taehyun's, but the ones in the vending machine, they're like these little border like that around it. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Did I tell you guys that I did not end up buying the albums for this? This is the first time for me. I've actually been enjoying this comeback more. I think having the albums and having like spending so much money made it less enjoyable, and then I regretted it last year, and or not last year, earlier this year, because they freaking have comebacks twice a year. Yeah, so it's actually been nicer not having them for some reason. I still feel a certain sense of FOMO, but not as much as I thought that I would. I can still look at and enjoy these pictures just the same as anyone else who bought the albums. And I don't have to find space for them. And I don't have to be sad about all the money that I spent, so I'm happy. Maybe this isn't gonna be as easy as I thought because I am legitimately so confused. So I have my yarn tensioned how I would normally tension it, I think. But how do I make a chain? I have my slip knot on and I'm like, how do I make a chain? Like, I'm so confused. What way does one, what? So if I did it this way, I would hold it with this finger and do this. Okay. Why do I keep taking it off? Okay, we got this. So I hold it with, no, I held it with a tensioning finger and then I grabbed this somehow. Holy goodness. Okay, and then I did something with this. What? Get in there. Why is this so difficult? I took it off again. Okay, so I hold this. This is facing this way, so it should be facing that way whenever I'm doing left-handed. And then I take it, it goes over the yarn, I take it, and then I twist it as I put it through. It's so weird how you can learn all of this stuff on one side of your body, and then once you switch to the next, it's like there is absolutely nothing to, oh, am I doing it? And then I take it. It's like being your own teacher. This is so weird. I'm doing it! Okay. This is indeed going to take a very long time and my tensioning is gonna be way too tight. Starting from 0 again. Kind of exciting, but mostly sad. I have done 5 chains so far. I am really frustrated right now. It took forever and it's super hard and difficult, and shout out to all the beginners because learning a new skill is very hard and takes a lot of freaking time. And shout out to all the left-handed people because I just realized that like tutorials are harder to follow because you're watching the person do like basically the opposite of what you're doing. And I'm lucky because I like understand how crochet works already, but if I didn't, how would you even learn? I need to take a break so I don't scream. But I feel like I will also want to scream if I'm not crocheting, so I don't really know what the answer is here. Okay, I took a break, gave myself a pep talk, and here we are. It doesn't look that good. The heart's okay. I'm hoping that by putting the white stuff in, you know, it'll just like push everything over and will make it look slightly okay. This is what the other side looks like. Look how freaking thick that is. I don't even think I don't know why I'm making this because I don't think I'll like it, but we'll see. It has been a couple weeks. Became more serious about giving my arm a break. I just took this off now. This is what this side looks like. It doesn't look bad, and it's actually in the camera, it's the right way around. So that's something, but you can't read it anyway, so what's the difference? So this is the side that I'm using. Honestly, not that much better, if I'm being honest. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this to the back as much as possible and then just glue gun it. And I'm hoping that by the time I glue gun all of these really tightly, it'll stay out like this so that I can just hang it on the wall. And if not, then I guess I'll just back it with some cardboard or something. We'll see. Okay, this actually turned out really cute. I'm definitely gonna put it up here somewhere. I just need to figure out how I'm going to hang it. I don't know. This is the back. Just a bunch of glue. And it did straighten it out quite a bit, so I think if I just hung it like this, it should be okay. As for the hat, I started doing the surface crochet for this part of it. I don't really like it. I mean, I do like it. It looks really nice. nice. So I wish that it went with it, but it's kind of too big for this. And I kind of wish this was surface crochet because it would have looked nicer. Or not even surface crochet. I wish I crocheted these separately and then stuck them on. But also that would have been more crochet and would have hurt my elbow more, so maybe not. I'm gonna try my hand at some good old-fashioned embroidery, which I really suck at, so we'll see, but maybe it'll look better. If it doesn't, I'll just go back to this, which I'm upset at because I think this C looks very nice and I would like to keep it. Like if I could cut this and then paste it again later, if I decide to, or you know, just undo. Life. I can't tell if I like it or not. It is really messy, but like maybe it's like a cool graffiti looking thing. Also, I realized after that the letters are actually supposed to be lowercase, like it's capitalized each letter, I think, or each word, but I think that would have been too hard to do anyway. I think I like it. I don't know. Also, I thought it was love flavored, not flavor, so I kind of have too much space on this end here, and I added in a U for flavor to take up some extra space. I was like, I'll spell it the Canadian way, even though it's spelled the American way on the thing, but whatever. I finished it, but I also don't think it'll fit me. It looks kind of small. It looks really small. And I also don't know how to be with the love. Oh, it's too high. I can't see. It kind of needs to be in the middle more. I can't. And this. Yeah, I think this was a fail, but it looks nice when it's off. Oopsies. It is the next day. So I wanted to do one of the like heart cushion things, or zoom out in this picture and then do like the little heart out thing there, like in the center of it. But I can't crochet, and I was using my Sentro knitting machine thing, not Sentro, and I was going to make a heart with that, and I tried for like 8 rows and I gave up because I'm not good at counting rows and increases, and it'd be like increasing like every row or every other row, and then I'd have to figure that out, and I didn't want to. And then also, since it knits like this, I would have to do at least 2 of each panel, and so I'd have to do 4 hearts and such a thing. I just did not want to. I'm so sorry, but not sorry. Honestly, not the time. But so then I decided to do a tube, just a tube top, if you'll believe it. This is super stretchy. I was too lazy to do 2 panels, so I'm just doing this, and then I'm making it go in, making it go like this, and then this will be the top. Again, extremely stretchy. So I have this for the main body, and then I have like little sleeve. I guess it's not a tube top of a sleeves, but it's off the shoulder sleeves. Actually, these are way too big. I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe I'll have to go like this. I don't know, okay? I'll figure it out later. But right now, what I did is I made a little graph on Stitch Fiddle with the knitting thing, so that now I can do, what is it called? Duplicate stitching, which hopefully I know how to do. I watched a bajillion videos on it, but like, okay, they probably did it in like 3 videos, but that was like a few days ago, so I don't know if I'll remember, but I should try. And this is gonna, I think, have the same issue as my hat. I think it's gonna go around the sides too much because this goes across 15 stitches wide, and I think this whole thing is only 24 stitches wide, so most of it'll go around to the sides, which is not what I want. And also I'm gonna have to like hand stitch the, well, I'm hand stitching all of it, but I'm gonna have to do like embroider the little heart. Oh, sorry, I'm digesting around it and such. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but it's all learning. It's all sprinkling some knowledge and wisdom into my brain, so it will be worth it regardless. I'm definitely doing something wrong. This is not looking great. It looks like a candy cane, which is cool, but not what I'm going for, so I'm gonna have to watch a tutorial and take all this. Now it's gonna take forever. Apparently I was doing it right, just not, I don't know. I'm gonna try doubling this up and seeing if that helps at all, so I can cover the red a bit more. It is the next day. I've come back to this with a clear head. And understanding that this is not going to work, okay? So it says heart out, right? You can't even tell. And then if I make this into a tube top and it has to stretch like this to go on someone's body, what the freak does that say? It's already hard enough to tell. I did get better at doing this, and I am glad that I took the time to practice it because I am going to be using this technique for some of my Christmas gifts. I just don't like how separate it is. Like, why? I don't like that. So I think it's time to give up on this now. Did I have anything good come out of this video? I like this. I don't mind this. But yeah, I am washing my hands of this. And starting tomorrow, actually maybe not tomorrow because I work and then we're setting up the Christmas tree. Starting the next day, it's Christmas time. Gonna start my Christmas gifts. I'm so excited. I left it the last minute again. Who'd have thunk?